Texas GOP Congressman Louie Gohmert says the recently released handwritten notes from Obama-era CIA Director John Brennan gives ample evidence of prosecutable crimes committed by the Obama administration. Here's One America's John Hines.
Do you think that the timing of this, the release of these notes, why has this taken so long, do you suppose? And what in your estimation do these notes seem to indicate?
Well, the notes are very clear. It tells us that the top people in the Obama administration, including President Obama, were involved. They knew what was going on with the effort to use our U.S. government, intelligence, FBI, Department of Justice, State Defense. They knew that this was being used to try to create a lie, totally create a fiction, and Brennan was briefing them. And I'm glad the president has declassified all this information so that, and I can't help but think it was spurred by Brennan lying further about what we now know to be true from his own notes. But the trouble is, because Durham hasn't done his job in a timely manner, and we know from people quitting recently that he did have some foot draggers in there trying to protect the Democratic Party. But nonetheless, they are able to continue their effort that they started in 2016 to defeat Donald Trump. It is just tragic, but it's no accident that the Democrats are continuing this. This is all election ploy. And if Durham had done his job, then they wouldn't be able to continue the lies. Let me say this about Durham, too. Durham has wanted to avoid having any political effect on this election. But the truth is, if the Democrats are able to steal this election with tens of thousands of bogus ballots, then Durham will get a footnote in long-term history that he had evidence that the Russia hoax was a fraud. The people involved committed crimes. And because he drug his feet, not months, but years, instead of bringing forth the truth, then nearly half of the American population thought that the Russia hoax was legitimate. And that's how the Democrats were able to pass a socialist regime into power. So Durham will get credit because he has drug his feet and he has done tremendous damage to this country and in support of socialism, even though he doesn't realize that's what he's doing. It's exactly what he's doing.
Do you see illegalities here? I think there's something where if there is an illegality here with the collusion, the meeting in the White House, so there is a predicate for prosecution?
Yes, absolutely. And when you have Brennan at the top of the intelligence apparatus, in his own notes indicating he's going to brief the president on the fraud that the Clinton campaign was engaged in and where they were soliciting information from what they believed would be Russian propagandists that worked for Putin. And that was the intelligence concern. And instead of trying to stop it before it got going any further, they pile on and add on. And Biden says, well, let's look at the Logan Act to go after Flynn, even though he committed no crime. Yeah, you're talking about major cover-ups, criminality. And if the truth is known, if President Trump doesn't have this election stolen, then we will see a conspiracy that makes Watergate look like child's play.
Congressman Louie Gohmert of the 1st District of Texas, thank you for talking to us on One American News. Sir, it's always a pleasure.
You bet, John. Oh, my pleasure, John. Thank you.
Thank you.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.